Hey there, folks. I am Charlotte, the Gulf Coast Granny, and tonight I'm going to work a little bit more on this diamond painting called Watercolor Bee from Diamond Art Club. Um, I'm working on this little corner right here. I'm hoping I can get a good ways through it this evening. So, A 16, A. So, how is everybody doing tonight? It has been a long day here in South Mississippi. I don't even know why I feel like it's been such a long day, but it does seem like it. My son had to stay home from school today with another migraine. I was so hoping that he would be able to go an entire week. And he did go a week. He went a week, but normally within the first week of school he's got a migraine. Well, today began the second week of school. So he was here all day. And I was really hoping that we would be able to get him to school, take care of the migraine, get him his medication, and let him go to school after a couple of hours, but it just didn't pan out that way. So there was that. So it kind of threw off my whole schedule. But he can't help it. He can't help it a bit. I'll be so glad when these migraines are more manageable for him and for me, to be honest with you. And I know he can't help it, but it worries me. And I worry about him, making his grades and being able to do all the things. I think what I'm going to do. Hey, Sonia, how are you, hon? It's good to see you. I think I'm going to. Hey, Lorna, how are you? I love bees. I love bees. But thank you. I'm going to pull this down a little bit so y'all can see a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. This thing might get in my way and it might not. I don't know yet. Shoot, it might get in y'all's way. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, this is an awkward position to be in, but I gotta get this. Gotta figure out how to film myself doing these diamond paintings so that y'all can see what I'm doing. Oh, well, what was that? Okay. So, anyhow, not only did my son have a migraine today, but I battled a headache all day long. And I have not had a headache in years, y'all. Um, I think it was, yesterday we had a weird storm system come through, and I really believe it was my sinuses aggravating me today. Have any of you ever done Diamond Art Club diamond paintings before? Because this is my first one, and I'm using this pen here, and I like the bottom of it a lot. Hey, Joan, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Hey, Mona, how are you? You still on your vacation, girl? Well, I'll tell you this. I kind of like this pen. I like this part of it because it's metal, like the The ones I started with, you know, the cheap ones that come in the kit, it's metal like that. But as I use this, you have to screw it to make it the putty come out. But as I use it, it unscrews, and that's a real pain in the tuchus. However, I do like not having to take the time to re-dip the pen into the wax. I like that a lot. So it might be worth a little bit of taking time to screw it back, you know, so that it's not loose. That's what it does. It gets loose as you're diamond painting. And that's a little aggravating. But there's, you know, there's good things and bad things about this. And honestly, the only bad thing I found so far is that it gets loose. The rest of it I really like. I like that it's I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's kind of bigger around, and it's also got a multi-placer back here on the end. I haven't ever multi-placed before. Hey, Jen. But and I don't even know if I'm going to try it. You know, I thought I was going to, but I really enjoy the single placing. And I can do that without any aggravation. So I might just stick with it. Okay. I'm starting to get. Mm, mm, mm. I'm going to move you guys a little bit so I can get my hand in. Well, if I do that, oh well, we'll figure it out, won't we? I can't do more than one drill at a time. I have tried, but just can't do it. I struggled with it when I was using the I have this pen here. Oh, there it is. And it's metal. And it's got all of these different metal multi-placers you can stick in there. But I don't care for them very much. The main reason I like this is because of that metal pushing bar right there. Because, you know, you can scooch them over with this and line them up better. But when I tried multi-placing with this, it it just didn't work out for me. So this one here has a it's a thinner hole in the end. So you can kind of see the drills on either side of it. And it's a little easier to work with, honestly, even though it's plastic. Ooh. I think the reason it's easier is because I can see the drills. Look at here. I'm all doing this left-handed, y'all. Now that is talent. So, let's see. Hey, Regina, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Um, Big Matt, what's up? It's good to see you. Um, I did a little bit of a splurge today, and I bought myself, y'all ain't gonna believe this, some alcohol markers, some coloring pencils, and what else? Gel pens, and some adult coloring books. And Friday's going to be a good day because that's when it all comes in. And I'll get to experiment with doing something I haven't done in years and years and years. And that is coloring. Oh, and I got some mixed media paper as well, so I can create my own art. And, because I like coloring pages a whole lot. But I thought, I could get a little more creative and make my own stuff. That's got a hair on it, booger. And maybe do a little bit of that on YouTube with the rest of my crafty stuff. What do y'all think about that idea? I mean, if y'all don't want to see it, I guess I'll just do it here by myself. But I mean, ever since, the boys started school, my daughter's about to start school, and I'm going to have hours a day here, just after I get my house cleaned up. That don't take me but a couple of hours in the morning, and then I'm just sitting here till it's time to cook dinner. So I thought I would buy that, and that way I'll have a variety of things to do to entertain myself. And I love to craft and do artsy stuff. So that's where I'm concentrating my efforts. I'm trying to learn to color. Never was good at it. No kidding, Regina. I got some mystery diamond paintings coming from Kudeal, and I got gel pens and a new coloring book coming on Saturday. Ooh, fun, Lorna. Thank you. Thank you for reminding everybody to hit that thumbs up, Mona. I appreciate that. I do too. I love different crafts too. And, if ADHD would have been a diagnosis when I was a child, I would have been the poster child for it. And, now that I'm an adult, I've kind of learned how to deal with it. But one place where it shows is when I'm crafting, because I don't like to be doing the same thing for very long at one time. Now, the diamond paintings tickle me to death because number one, they help my brain to be quiet because my brain's always thinking about something, always up to no good, you know. Um, and this helps me relax, and it kind of makes the ADHD, what do you want to call it? Let me see how I can word this. It caters to my ADHD because once I get this section done, well, yes, I've accomplished that. And now I can move on to the next thing that's different. There's different colors, there's different patterns, it's just a different part. So this is a hobby that really is good for my ADHD. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to be taking all that medicine that they want to throw at the kids these days. I've gone this long without it, and I've figured out how to organize my life, and most of it anyhow. And I've learned how to live with it. Now, the only time it really does cause me a little bit of issues is when I get frustrated with something and I quit. I have a tendency to do that. Yes, you do deserve it, Mona. She does do a lot of work, doesn't she? Hey, Manuela, how are you tonight? My sister bought me 3 diamond paintings since you've been there. So have you finished any of them yet? Or are you just working on them leisurely? Because I know she's keeping you busy too. Keeping that road hot. Regina, if you can diamond paint, you can color. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Lorna. Coloring is your own style and you do your own colors. Yep. I'm doing great, Manuela. I've had a really busy day today, and I just thought I would do some diamond painting to relax a little bit because it's not been a very relaxing day. I got to wind down, you know what I mean? And believe me, this is helping a lot. You know, before I went live, of course I had to run the family out of the kitchen because this is the only place in my house that I have to do any crafting. I don't have a craft room yet. Um, However, with any luck, my daughter's going to be going off to college next year, and I'll get her bedroom. Um, there we go. Actually, I'm going to give her bedroom to my son because it's a bigger bedroom, and then I'm going to take my son's room. But the fact of the matter is, I'll have my own place to keep all my stuff and have a little bit of privacy. So I kicked them out of the kitchen. And about 5 minutes before I went live, I noticed that I felt like my heart was just pounding. And I knew it was from um, just kind of stressing about them being here. And I like to be able to get my thoughts together before I go live. And my daughter had just got home from work and she's telling me all these stories about work. And I'm thinking, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I've got to go live. So, but now I'm sitting here doing this thing and my heart's not pounding and I'm talking to y'all. Hey, Marcel, welcome in. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while, lady. I have seen your posts and your videos and your Instagrams. Oh, fiddlesticks. I can't believe I'm sitting here diamond painting left-handed, y'all. Diamond paint easy. It tells colors, coloring doesn't. Plus staying in the lines is hard. Well, you know, Regina, the lines are just a guide. Truly. It's not like when we were in school and we got graded on whether or not we stayed in the lines. We can make our own lines because we're grown now. It is awesome when you can use both hands. I never thought I could, but look at me doing it. It's a little slower, but I'm okay with that. The only reason I'm doing it left-handed, Mona, is because I've got the camera right in the way of my right hand so that y'all can see what I'm doing. And actually, I kind of like doing it this way because it is forcing me to slow down and take my time. That's normally not in my nature to be that way. You know, like slow and deliberate. So that's kind of neat. Hey, Shantae, how are you doing tonight? We've been so busy. School starts Monday. Meet the teacher tomorrow. Bought all the supplies, but I'm not ready. Look, I just went through that last week. I totally get it. Totally get it. Um, in fact, today, Murphy stayed home with a migraine again. Finally, whatever. He lasted a week. And so I told him, I said, look, it's your responsibility to do your work for school, whether you're at school or not. Where's your Chromebook? Oh, I forgot to tell you, you have to sign this. I guess it's a technology agreement. And I need $20. I'm like, oh my God, you've been in school for a week and you just now are bringing me this. Well, funny enough, he doesn't have a Chromebook, so he can't do the work that he was supposed to do at school today. So I signed the paper and gave him $20. Let's just hope he doesn't forget to give it to him tomorrow and then you lose the $20 because you know how the boys are. Y'all got me diamond painting too. Good, Shantae. I'm glad you're enjoying it. There's some fancy coloring. There, Regina, there are some fancy color. I was looking at some on YouTube today and I was a little intimidated. I mean, those people are downright artistic in their coloring. Hey, Lori, welcome. Thank you for coming in tonight. Um, yeah, it is a little intimidating when you watch other people, but you can't be worried about what other people are doing. You know, just do you. And one of the things that YouTube is good for is learning how to do stuff, right? Well, if you come on YouTube and you already know how to do everything, what are you going to learn, right? I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. Because I'm like a jack of all trades. What do they say? Oh God, something about master of none. Oh booger, I forgot that little cliche saying. But anyhow, um, I know how to do a lot of things, but I'm not an expert in any of them, and that's what I was trying to say. You know, I've been crocheting for 50 years. I'm still not an expert at it. I just learned in January and am still learning how to make amigurumi toys. And you should see me. And if you've been on any live streams with me trying to do it, you have seen me. And I get very frustrated with amigurumis because I feel like I've forgotten how to count. You know, nothing comes out right. Yeah, no colorer is better than the other. Everyone has to start from the beginning. You just learn as you go. That's right. And sometimes, remember Bob Ross, the painter? He used to make all those happy mistakes, you know? Sometimes he'd put a little happy tree somewhere where it wasn't supposed to go. Or he'd put a happy tree somewhere to cover up a mistake. I don't think there's any mistakes in art. Now, there is art that looks like crap, okay? But it's all subjective too. What looks like poops to me might be a masterpiece to another person. And that's what I love about it. Yeah, happy accidents. Counting does suck, Lori. You are not lying. And when it comes to that amigurumi stuff, you got to be on your toes with the counting. I despise it. But I'm not going to let it whoop me. I'm going to learn it. I mean, I've made a few things. I've probably made 10 to 15 amigurumis since, what was it? Since January. In fact, did all of y'all see my emotional support crochet hook? Let's take a little break from diamond painting real quick, and I'll show you. Oh, booger. Ah, where'd it go? There it is. Look at what I made the other day. Isn't it cute? I love her. And it's a crochet hook. I found this pattern on Etsy, and I just had to make it. I had to. And it was super simple. This is the easiest amigurumi I have ever made since December. All I had to do was make 4 increase rows and then like 12 or 18, I forget, of these long rows. I mean, it was the same. And then you had to decrease up here and then make your hook and sew it down and put a bow on it and make some pretty little cheeks and put a mouth on it. That was it. I mean, it was super simple. Sew the bow on. So I really enjoyed doing that. And I made another one too that I'm not quite as happy with. This one didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to. It because you can't see the eyes. The yarn I used was way too dark. If I would have had a different color eye, maybe it would have worked better, but I didn't. So I think what I'm going to do is embroider some white around the eyes so that they'll pop. And yeah, then it'll be done. But I haven't done it yet, obviously. I made that sound easy. Well, the stitches for me are easy. Oh, I could do paint on top of the eyes. I didn't even think of that. I could use like an acrylic marker or something. Or maybe even some puff paint. Remember that stuff? Or the kind that you used to make t-shirts and stuff with? I used to do that all the time. A white paint marker. Yeah, that'll work. Hey, Charlotte Brown, how are you doing? But anyhow, I really enjoyed making those 2 little crochet hooks, a whole bunch. Now I'm gonna make next week. I'm gonna be making a marshmallow backpack buddy for my granddaughter because she's in the 4th grade now and she has to be cool, so she has to have little backpack buddies to clip to her backpack. So I'm doing my part in the cool factor of the granddaughter. Us Gen X grandparents, we gotta show out just a little bit. I know y'all can't hardly see what I'm doing right now. I'm sorry. Here. This is an awkward spot for me to be in right now. Down here at the bottom of this. Let's see. Oh, you can see it? Okay. Glow in the dark puff paint. Ooh, that would be cool, Moonrose. I like that idea. Okay, I need more color. Okay, so another thing I want to tell y'all about Diamond Art Club is the tray. And I know I'm going to sound nitpicky here, but this is not my favorite tray. I'm using it to try to get used to it tonight. And does it do the job? Yes. Yes, it does. But I have found that the drills don't like to, they don't flip over, on the right side nearly as well with this tray as they do with the cheap little gray tray I got in my Make Market painting. I don't know if everybody was here when I was doing it, but I did a oh, what's the name of it? A world map. I did a world map, and I got it from excuse me, Michael's when they were having a really good sale, and it came with a gray tray. Now it's bigger than the little green boats you get with the budget diamond paintings, but it's not as big as this. And now this one's really thick, sturdy plastic. You couldn't break it if you wanted to, I don't think. And that's a good thing. But it also comes with all this stuff. Look, you got this thing here. It's a plug for the there's a ant on my diamond painting. It's a plug for your tray. So that way your drills don't fall out. And then it's also got, this is really cool. It's got this top on it that slides shut. That way, if you're working on a color, you can shut it. And like if my cat comes up here and tries to walk all over everything, she won't turn them upside down, right? Which is, I like that feature. I like it a lot. But it's kind of bulky and it's kind of just different. It's different. I don't know how an ant got in my house. The drills stick in that tray. Yeah, they do. Maybe that's what I was trying to get across. They do stick. H. What number is H? So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm trying these things out, like I said, because this is my first time doing a Diamond Art Club painting. And y'all ain't going to believe this, but I got this painting during the Amazon Prime days. And now I've been to the Diamond Art Club website. And y'all, I nearly choked over the prices because I don't normally pay more than about $10 or $12 for a diamond painting. A lot of times I pay less than that. Uh-oh, what happened? Okay. My phone went on the blink. Anyhow, and the Diamond Art Club website is expensive, y'all. There's some of them that they want $75 for. Well, it's $72.99, but after you pay for shipping and tax, it's going to be close to $85. So anyhow, I had decided when I saw the prices on that website that they weren't going to get all my money, that I was just as happy with the budget paintings as anything that I saw on their website. And I bought those for the longest time. Well, when I saw the Amazon Prime sale, I thought, well, I wonder if they've got any good price diamond paintings. Well, I bought about 12 of the Amazon ones, the budget ones, but this one caught my eye. And I looked and it said Diamond Art Club, and I almost passed it by because I thought, nope, that's too pricey for me. And I looked at the price, y'all, it was $11.99. $11.99 for this. So I said, well, I can't pass that up. Oh, thank you, Jane Doe, for putting that pattern down. I didn't see you come in. Thank you and welcome. And I love that you're here. But I couldn't believe it when I saw the price, so I went ahead and bought it. And then I guess it was a few days later, I went back and looked. Do you know that Diamond Art Club has their own little store on Etsy? I mean, not Etsy, Amazon. And most of the things in that store on a regular day is about $25 to $30. Most everything. Well, I went in there and looked before the prime sale was over, and I found one other one that I really liked. It's a landscape, a very fall looking landscape, and it looks kind of like it's been finger painted. And I know that sounds silly, but it's really a pretty picture. And it's in the other room, but I'm going to do that one next when I'm finished with this one. So if y'all want to stick around, subscribe, and hang out, guess what? You'll be able to see me do it. But it's very fall colors, lots of oranges and yellows and greens and all of that. It's really pretty. So I bought that. It will then, oh, fiddlesticks. Where's my tweezers? Well, guess what? Looks like cat hair is just going to have to be part of the diamond painting. I had some tweezers up here a little bit ago. Oh, that's frustrating. So a few months ago, I was looking on their website and I found a picture that I thought, okay, I know this is expensive, but it's a birthday gift for my granddaughter, but I need to wait till payday to buy this thing. So I waited till payday and the diamond painting got sold out. Well, I kind of panicked a little bit. So I told them to email me when it comes back in because, you can do that. Well, they just emailed me about a month ago and it was back in stock. Well, her birthday done came and went. So I went ahead and bought that one too, to make for her Christmas, one of her Christmas gifts. So I'll be doing that one in the near future as well. It's an axolotl. It's very pretty. And I know she's going to love it because she's 9. She likes axolotls. Seems like all those 9-year-olds like axolotls. Okay, I got to catch up on my chat here. Same here, Charlotte. No more than $15, but mostly 7 or less. Yeah, except for my Hannah Lynn. I did splurge on them, but I also pay every month on them. Okay. Oh, it is a steal for Diamond Art Club, Joan. That's why I went ahead and got it. And we probably won't see those prices again till Black Friday, But if you go on Amazon, look up Diamond Art Club and follow their store, and they will notify you every time they get something new in there. Or I'm going to turn this a little bit so I can do this better. They'll notify you when they get new items, and they also notify you when there's like a coupon attached to, because on Amazon you can click the coupons. They'll notify you of that. So I figure if I can get them relatively inexpensive like that, I'll go ahead and buy them. But I'm not going to buy any more full-priced ones. That axolotl was the only one that I bought. And actually, that wasn't full-priced either. Because when I bought this one, there was a little card that came with it. It looked like this. Right here it says, "Thank you for your purchase," and all that. And it had like this little collector card in it. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. It's a holographic card with the bee on it, which is kind of cool. But right here it says, save 20% off on your first app purchase. So I downloaded the app and I used that QRL code and got 20% off of that one. So, and I think it was a $46 painting and I got 20% off of that. So whatever that is. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what it was because it's been a good, oh, that's wrong. Okay, fine. One thing I do like about the Diamond Art Club is this cellophane stuff that they put on it. Look, y'all, they're perforated and you can tear it off in sections. And the next line would be from, let's show you. The next piece is here and the perforation is right here. And whenever I get ready, I can tear that piece off and work on that section. And then whenever you're done, like if you want to put it back, you can to cover the parts that you haven't finished yet. So it's kind of like a release paper, sort of, but I don't use release paper. So this is very convenient, having these perforated edges or sections. I like that a lot. Hey, Bridget, what's going on? Good to see you tonight. I'm going to go through a butt ton of this putty. It's not putty, it's wax. Yeah, but it's a clear wax. I did buy a thing of putty for my little pink pens, and I really like the putty, but the one thing about the putty is it's on this light board. The light board heats up a little bit. Well, when that putty gets a little bit of heat on it, it turns goopy. So sometimes you leave a little bit of it on your diamond painting. And it's real tough to get off. Great to see y'all. I'm recording making cinnamon raisin bread. So I'll be in and out of the room. Thank you so much for doing that. And I can't wait to watch that because I've never made cinnamon raisin bread. In fact, I don't make much bread. I know how, I just, it's a process. And usually I don't have a little look. I have gotten to where I don't like to be in the kitchen very much when it comes to cooking and such. Because everybody in this house is so picky that I've been making 2 meals for the past almost 20 years, and I'm just, I don't have any desire to do that anymore. So I make one dinner, and I tell them all, if you don't like it, eat peanut butter and jelly. I don't care what you eat. And now, mind you, this is mostly my kids. Poppy is not picky at all. He'll eat whatever I cook. And y'all, it's not like I'm a bad cook. I've been accused of a lot of things, but being a bad cook's not one of them. I've been loving my bread maker, still use it weekly. Now, you know what? I might make bread if I had a bread maker. You enjoy cooking and baking? I used to love to cook. But I've never been much of a baker. Now I can bake Pillsbury. and and I can bake Betty Crocker. Now my daughter, my middle daughter, she's 30 something, 36. She just turned 36. She is a wonderful baker. She always just really impresses me with some of the stuff because we have family dinners every now and then, especially for holidays and stuff, and she'll always make a special dessert, usually a cake or something that she's baked. And boy, she does a great job. Last year, she made me a Gentilly cake for my birthday, and it was wonderful. Oh, thank you, Marcel. That's been so long ago, it feels like another lifetime. Do you know that? But I do still have them on my channel. A lot of my cooking videos that are on my channel, a lot of them are recipes that I came up with when I was a poor single mom raising 5 kids on just a little bit of money. And I had to be extremely creative to make food stretch and last. So I put a lot of those on YouTube. Well, I guess it was probably before the pandemic because I started YouTube back in, I want to say 18, July of 18. No, 19, because that's when I had my heart attack, was in October of 19. I love these colors. Look, what do y'all think of those colors? Can you, in this corner here? It's like a shell pink and then a darker shell pink and then a pale salmon color. It's really pretty colors. Okay, just a few more of these. Oh, Marcel, you're never going to believe who came in my chat the other night. I did. No, it was Tuesday morning, probably around 11:30 or so. Maybe a little later than that, but that's when I started my live stream on Tuesday. And Rolfus came in and hung out for about 30 minutes. He said it was 4 in the morning over in Tasmania and he was getting ready for work. So he listened to us while he ate breakfast. So I told him to tell Taz Daz and Patrick, if he hears from him, that we miss him and that we're thinking about him. Because they do run across my mind occasionally, especially Patrick. Have you heard from him at all? Because I have not. Mm. I'm going to text Patrick and pester him soon. Well, somebody needs to. No, from what I understand, Rolfus said that Patrick took all of his videos off YouTube. He deleted everything. Now, I don't know if his whole channel's deleted or not, but Rolfus made it sound like it was. So I can only assume. Oh, crud. Well, washi tape is not going to stick to this, I don't think. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, another sign. Another. Let's do the P's. 27 and get them out of the way. There it is. I only need a few of those. And then I'm going to switch my pen and get one of my cheap ones because, again, I'm having a hard time with this. There's the P's. Now I'm going to switch pens. There. Get me some of this putty. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh, I don't need you anymore. Okay. Whoops. Note to self. Put the funnel inside the container before you dump out all of your drills. Because I just did. I just dumped them out all over this light board. There. Now the percent sign, 28. I have an electric pen to do my single placing, and I love it. You know what? Somebody sent me an email, some company, wanting to send me one of those electric pens. Like, where you only have to do the air. I guess it uses suction, I suppose, a vacuum. And I didn't answer them right away because I didn't know if it was a scam or not. Silly me. Well, I ended up emailing them back a few days later, and then I never heard from them again. So I guess they figured they'd wash their hands of me. But I would like to buy one. And as soon as I recover from buying all these art supplies, I probably will. But I have bought a ton of art supplies. So, and Poppy don't know a thing about it. All I told him was, hey, I bought myself some art supplies today. And he said, oh, that's great. I can't wait to see what you do with them. That's right. Well, the good thing about buying art supplies is most of the time you don't have to replace those near as often as you have to replace yarn, right? Yeah, I did go live Tuesday morning. It was kind of mid-morning. I think about Patrick all the time, just a little text here and there, and he comments all of my videos. Oh, I didn't realize he was doing that. That's nice of him. Yes, he deleted all the videos and made them all private. He says he'll make another channel one day. Well, I hope he does. It uses vacuum. Yeah, I tried to cordless, but it was too heavy and vibrated to my hand. Okay. See, now I was debating on should I get the cordless kind or should I get the kind with the cord and the hose. But if it vibrates like you said, it'll probably irritate me. So maybe I shouldn't get the cordless. I was watching somebody operate one the other day on YouTube, and it wasn't super loud or anything. She was talking about the noise, and she was talking about how it wasn't very noisy at all. And then she's like, "Can you hear that?" And I'm thinking, "No, I can't hear that." I'll tell him art supplies are cheaper than therapy. That is true. That is very true. Okay, where am I? I already finished that too? Nope, not quite yet. Look, y'all, this is going by real quickly. At least it feels like it is. See, I'm gonna get this thing finished and then feel like it wasn't enough. Maybe, maybe. There we go. I did a PR video, the one that I have, very quiet. Well, Joan, if you don't mind, why don't you send me like an email with the link in it and I'll check it out. No, the link to the video. Well, hey, Jane, I'm about to ask you to do something for me. Joan, what's the name of your video? If you put the name of the video in there, Jane Doe can go over there and find it and drop the link for you. Oh no, Regina. Well, you've been up a while, hadn't you? You go on ahead and go to bed. Thank you for coming in tonight. I really appreciate y'all. Let's see. I'm on number 3 now. Okay. Oh, well, number 3 is number 3. Imagine that. In diamond painting, you never know. You just never know. Number 3 could be number 29. Or it could be number 3. Ah, I'll tell you something else I've noticed about this diamond painting. All of the drills seem to be very, very uniform in size and shape. And I haven't come across any trash drills since I started this. Now, I do realize we have a long ways to go on this. And who knows what'll happen next. But so far they're really nice drills. Very nice. They're easy to pick up, even with this cheap diamond painting pen, which is actually becoming my absolute favorite pen to use. I think part of it is because my hands are really small, and some of those big fat diamond painting pens are just too big for my hands. I mean, I've got hands the size of a 12-year-old kid. It's ridiculous. Okay, 3. How far up are we going here? Right to here. Okay. All right. What is that thing? Okay. Number 32. Oh, that's pretty kind of brick red. Wow, that's a really pretty color. I like that. Yes, she is quick. Joan, Jane is the best thing to happen to YouTube since it opened up its doors or, you know, servers. Um, do you have a Amazon link in your video, Joan? I'm assuming Amazon. I don't. Thank you, Jane. I love you. A spade. Number 29. I just use number 29? No, I did not. Um, okay, okay. So I'll just use the link that you've got in your Amazon thing or on your video, And you're saying that the actual pen itself is not big and chunky like the cordless ones? Ooh, this is a pretty color too. It's kind of like a plum color, but it's a little rosier than plum. Man, that's pretty. You see that? Well, you can't really see it. Maybe I can get them all together in here. Does it look just black? Oh, no, you can see it. That is so pretty. Sounds like there might be a helicopter going over. It makes my whole I can feel it in my chest. It has to be a military helicopter. So, let me ask you something. Have y'all had, um, cooler temperatures this week? Because we have. Oh, wait a minute, let me go back. I have a diamond painting with a million colors I need to get back. Can y'all hear me? 36. There we go. No, 33. Okay. Okay, ray of sunshine. Okay, okay, because my phone went on the blink again. I don't know why, but it's timing out. You know how to do the screen? It'll like have the resting screen. And every time it does that, it makes me think that it's not showing what I'm doing or it's not picking me up. It's only done it twice so far. I had to fix that once before, and now I can't remember how I fixed it. But it's not supposed to do that when I'm um, on a live stream. I'll have to get Poppy to take a look at it for me. I am probably one of the most technologically challenged old folks that I know. Of course, you have to know a little bit just to be able to post a video, don't you? But it has taken me years to learn to do all that. And it might take, I don't own a phone long enough for it to take me years to fix it. I woke you up. Oh no. What? Oh, that's what Mona said. Thank you so much for posting the links, Jane. Okay, that's the last row of that, at least in this section. Number 8. Let's see. 33. Mm-hmm. 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 Go back that way. 8. Let's see. And number 8 is 8. Dang. There we go. Oops. I think I need a little more wax. You were kidding. Oh, Lori. How are you feeling, dear? I know you were under the weather yesterday, weren't you? Or was it today? Yesterday, you didn't post a video or your nails or whatever. Look, I saw it. I saw your community post. Okay. Hmm. I was telling everybody earlier that Murphy made it a whole week and woke up with a migraine this morning. He made it a whole week of school, which is unusual. Usually, so the new medicine, he only got 2 migraines all summer long. That's it. And we were thrilled because, he was having them 1 or 2 a week. And so I've got to keep track now that school has started back. And the doctor told me that it's very common when school starts that the migraine activity increases. But sometimes You know, it happens so often. Sometimes I think he might just not want to go to school. And I hate thinking that way. I hate it because I want to believe him every single time. And I err on the side of believing him every single time. I've never made him go to school if he said his head hurts. And he always takes his medicine, so it's not like, look, if I didn't really have a migraine, I wouldn't take the medicine. So there's that. Oh, wow, this weather is not helping either. No, no, it's not. We did have a real wonky storm front come through yesterday, and I honestly expected him to get the migraine yesterday. I thought about that all day while he was at school, but I never got a phone call, and he woke up with it this morning. So there's that. In fact, the storm was like as he was getting out of school and right after, and he had to be back at the school at 5 o'clock for band practice. And by then, the storm was over and they went out on the field and practiced until 8 o'clock. So school can be a trigger. Also, the lightning and the lighting. Yes, that's true. And that's why he has, believe it or not, he walks around school with pink lenses in his glasses because our doctor told us that might reduce the amount of migraines. But look, he's been having these things since he was 7 years old. And we've tried so many things and found triggers and avoid red dye and we avoid hot dogs and we avoid so many things. He's very scent sensitive as well, like perfumes and um, I think this is the same color. Let me check. Uh, cleaning formulas. Um, I can use Mr. Clean and I can use Dawn dish soap or power wash, non-power wash. But those are about the only two cleaning things I can use that I know of. Bleach gives him a headache. Carpet cleaner gives him a headache. Oh, that's what I had to clean carpets with when I had carpet was simple green. But I can't burn candles. I can't hardly anybody in the house wears any kind of cologne or perfume or anything like that once in a great while. Now, uh, oh, thank you, Jane Doe. Thanks for putting that out there. Um, but we're just trying to figure out, what to avoid and what medications are going to work for him. And we thought we had landed on one, but I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Because he started that medication right at the end of the school year back in May. And like I said, he only had 2 migraines the whole summer. And then, here we are. He's been in school a week and now this. And I do. I try. I try so hard to to do all the things. Okay. I, oh no. I'm getting distracted, y'all. And I'm missing dots. That's okay. Not a big deal. What are these things? 18. Number 18. Wow, it's this late and we still have 15 people in here. Thank y'all so much. You know, this diamond painting can really be mesmerizing. Um, because I'll watch people do it too. You know, if I have, say, I'm trying to go to sleep and I'm having a hard time sleeping at night, right? Because, like, that's a thing for me. And I'll turn on my computer and watch people diamond paint till I fall asleep. I used to listen to audiobooks, but diamond painting's more fun to watch. Back with coffee? Lorna, my goodness. If I drank coffee right now, I'd still be up by noon tomorrow. That's the truth. And you know, it didn't used to affect me like that, but the older I get, the more it affects me. And now, look, it makes my heart pound out of my chest. It makes me feel like there's a tornado going on in there, and also makes me shake like I've got Parkinson's disease or something. It's kind of scary. Okay, there's that. Are you serious? Only one? Er, okay. I'll play your little game, Diamond Art Club. It's not your fault. There you go. 5 is number 5. That's good. Oh, that's a pretty brown. Kind of a chestnut color. That is beautiful. Of course, you're not going to be able to see it because it's only 2 of them, but I don't know. Can you see that? That's not showing the real color. That looks as purple as the last one I showed you. Um, one of these days I'll have better lighting, y'all, and these things will look so much better. But that day is not today, unfortunately. Let's see, where am I? There and there. So I've got a straight line to here, straight line to there. I need some more peas, which is number 27. Yeah, that's the majority of the background color right there, that pretty shell pink. That's really a nice color. Oh. You know, it's not exactly pink either. It's got a lot of ivory or in it, or maybe even eggshell. It's like a pink tinted eggshell, like the shell you would get from a speckled Sussex chicken. That's exactly what that reminds me of. Oh, no. Okay, that might have been a little. See, I'm pulling that plastic up, and some of the drills were half on and half off. There. Now, a few more peas over here. P, P, P. It is 6. Oh, okay, Lorna. Goodness gracious, where are you? In Europe? UK? Yeah, okay, okay. And what's your weather been like, just out of curiosity? Because you know what? I know a lady from there, and she says that it rains all the time. Is that true? She said it's damp and rainy all the time. Percent 28. But I went to sleep really yesterday. Yeah. Well, now it's understandable, see, because here it is 12:30. 12:30. That is gonna be so pretty. You know, it's so funny when you look at a diamond painting, when you first see the canvas, and you go, "Well, that is just beautiful. I think I need to do that." And then you put the drills on and you get the richness of all of that color, and it's like it just pumps it up so much. And I love watching that happen. Um, that might sound a little bit hokey, but I'm saying I love watching that happen. Yes, damn, and raining most of the time. Damp and raining most of the time. But we have been having a heat wave here the last few weeks. It's 135 where you are, Charlotte. So you're in Pacific no, mountain zone, right? Oh, in the morning. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, you're in mountain time zone because I'm in central. So what is a heat wave in the UK? Oh, that's right. You're right. Eastern. I'm sorry. I goofed. I went the wrong direction. I sure did. And you know what's so funny is I used to live in Eastern for most of my adult life. You're in Detroit? Okay. Okay. And I probably say Detroit wrong. Do you say Detroit or do you say Detroit? Just curious. Because you know my Southern is a language all unto itself. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna get up and get some tea and I'll be right back. Okay, it's been cool here. 70 now. It's been getting down to 66. Wow. It's it hit 75 to 90. Oh, wow, Lorna, that is hot for y'all. Wow. Mona, I don't know what the temperature has been here the past couple days. All I know is that we've had rain and it has not been nearly as hot. So that means it's been running somewhere around 85 instead of 95. Um, Lorna, here where I live, we are summertime is miserable and you just want to stay inside, you know? See, we would love to have some 60 degrees in the evenings. Whoo, I can't wait. We won't get that till about end of October, maybe November, because it stays hot here so long. I keep hoping that fall's coming early this year. But you know what'll happen? It'll cool off just like it is right now. And then by the end of the month, it'll be 105 with 98, 99% humidity. It'll be so miserable. But then again, I feel like we live in almost a perfect climate because it's only miserable about 2 months out of the year, July and August, sometimes a little bit of September. But then things start to cool off and it's more pleasant. And then for the other 9 months out of the year, it's perfect, near about perfect. Um, so yeah, I like living in the South. I don't enjoy the heat anymore. Our kids are off at school until September, so we will be getting a lot of rain days. Oh, yeah. Wow, they don't start back until September. See, now my kids, when we lived in Virginia, they started school the day after Labor Day every single year, which was usually, it's the first Monday of September. And mm, we had a heat wave going on. Now it's nice, but the weekend back in the 90s, oh no. Oh, Charlotte, that's miserable. See, it was really hot here last week. In fact, on Saturday, one of our kids in the band apparently had some kind of heat stroke. Ours broke up third week in July and go back for a week, first week of okay, okay. Oh, wow. So your kids go to school all year round? Well, see, now mine got out of school in the end of May, and they just started back July the 29th or 30th, one of those days. It was last Wednesday, whatever that date was. Um, so they kind of had, well, 2 months off, 2 months and a couple of days. Now they used to get 10 weeks off. But I think that our school system is trying to get the kids ready to go to school year round. And what they've been doing is giving them a break. I think I told y'all this earlier. They get a week off for Thanksgiving, 2 weeks and a little bit for Christmas. Then they get Mardi Gras off for a whole week. And then they get spring break for a whole week. And that doesn't include all the days in between, like Labor Day and Memorial Day and President's Day and all of that stuff. So they get a lot of days off. And I told Wesley, I said, my husband, I said, goodness gracious, if we'd have gotten all those days off, we'd have thought we were in heaven. But we didn't get those days off. We started the day after Labor Day and got out middle of June. We did get a long Christmas break, but it was 2 days for Thanksgiving. We didn't even get Mardi Gras off. But where I lived, they didn't even celebrate Mardi Gras. So I am going to end this project tonight. I will probably come back on I was thinking tomorrow afternoon or mid-morning ish. If you guys are awake, just look for me. Because I'm not sure exactly when I can do it. Um, but it's going to be sometime between, say, 9 in the morning and noon. And then I'll be going on Jackie's channel tomorrow night. Jackie is handcrafted by Jackie. She crochets and diamond paints and does Addy machine knitting. So if Jane Doe, if you wouldn't mind dropping her link so that everybody here, if they're not familiar with her, they can go over there and check her out tomorrow at 9 Eastern time in the US. But I'm so happy that y'all were able to come and join me tonight. You won't, that's okay. It's okay. I'll be on another time. And so will she. Y'all take care and have a great evening. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again real soon. All right.